Good day, viewers. You are welcome back to Tindanious Science and Math Tutorials. We've covered extensively on piecewise functions. If this is your first time, kindly visit my previous lecture videos on the introduction to piecewise functions, how to evaluate piecewise functions, the geometric analysis or the geometric mean. In other words, how to graph piecewise functions, also how to write down the equations for piecewise functions, or how to derive the formulas for piecewise functions. And I've also treated the domain of piecewise functions as well as the range of piecewise functions. Today we are going to talk about how to find the limits of piecewise defined functions. So viewers, visit those videos, okay, in order to appreciate the topic for today. We have if f of x equals this. We already know that the concept behind this piecewise function is you'll be given a function, say f of x, and that function consists of multiple functions called sub-functions, okay, having what? Its own domain, all right? That is simply piecewise functions, all right? So we are saying find limit of f of x as x approaches 5. So this is what we are going to do, okay? How would you know if this function is valid or not? They are all valid, okay, but it depends on the conditions. It depends on the boundaries. It depends on this domain, all right? So now we are saying we should evaluate the limit of this function as x approaches 5. So now let's consult the restriction. Here we have x is greater than 4. So when we say x is greater than 4, what does it imply? It implies that x starts from where? Somewhere from 5. Is that also? So if I'm saying we should evaluate lim of f of x as x approaches what? 5. Now let's consider these functions, okay, this and that, using their conditions or boundaries or restrictions. Are we going to employ this or that? Viewers, I'm giving you 2 seconds to think about it. All right. So we have x is greater than 4. So I think we don't have to waste time. We are going to what? We are going to hammer on this, right? Now let's consider this. X is less than 4. We are not going to use this because here the value is what? Is 5. And 5 is not less than 4. As a result of that, we are going to employ what? The formula on top, or the relation or the function on top. Let me see how simple it is. So solution, we are going to take this, right? I'm going to say f of x, okay, which is equal to half square root of x minus 4. Is that also? So we are saying evaluate limit of this function, okay, as x approaches 5. So wherever you see x, it goes to what? It goes to 5. So I have 5 minus 4. What do I have? Square root of 1. So therefore, square root of 1 is what? It's 1. So lim as x approaches 5 of this function equals 1. As simple as that. Using the same analogy, okay, using the same concept, let's work out for 2. Question number 2. So for question number 2, we have lim of f of x as x approaches 2. So ask yourself, what are we supposed to do? The trick is consult the boundaries, consult the restrictions, okay? Yes. So we have x approaches 2. So ask yourself, let's test. Is 2 greater than 4 or is 2 less than 4? We already know that what x you know that 2 is less than 4. As a result of that, we can say x is less than 4. So you can see that 2 fits into this what? Into this set of intervals. 2 wouldn't fit here because we are saying x is greater than 4. Meanwhile, we are considering 2. So as a result of that, we are going to what? We are going to employ this. Since x is less than 4 and 2 is less than 4. So we are going to use the second function. So we have f of x, which is equal to what? 8 minus 2x. Please, these boundaries are over here, okay, to tell us the appropriate function to use. Is that also good? So once it satisfies this, okay, you just tackle that function. So we have f of x, which is equal to 8 minus 2x. So as x approaches to what happens? So whenever I see x, it goes to 2. So I have 8 minus 2 times 2. So what do we have? We have 8 minus 4, which is equal to what? Which is equal to 4. So you can say, therefore, limits of that function f of x as x approaches what? 2 equals 4. As simple as that. Now, the third one, I'm giving you 2 seconds to think about it. F of x, limit of the function f of x as x approaches 4. Hey. Alright, good. Now, let's see what happens. Here we have, are we supposed to take this or that? Now we are saying if x is greater than 4, this is the function, okay? In other words, this will make this function defined. That's the domain. And we are also saying, let's picture it this way. I have my number line this way, okay? So let's say, okay, this is 0. Let's say this is 4. This is negative 4, right? Good. Now we're saying x is greater than 4. So somewhere here, greater than 4, it points towards this direction, right? Now, when we have here, x is less than 4. So let's have here, then less than what? Less than 4. Okay, now we are saying evaluate that function, okay, that limit of function where x approaches 4. Look, here, that wouldn't make sense, right? Since it wouldn't make sense, then we say that it is undefined. So, lim of f of x as x approaches 4. What it means is that it means at x is equal to 4, the function that's limit of f of x, okay, as x approaches 4 is not defined. As simple as that. Let's consider the last question to throw more light on this. So viewers, whenever you have situations this way, okay, don't worry yourself, okay? It is undefined at x is equal to 4. Let's consider this, okay? If f of x is given by this, okay, the name given to this function, they are called sub-functions, okay? So in other words, piecewise functions consist of multiple functions, all right? Good. So now, this function, okay, is defined for this sequence or for this set of values, okay? So in other words, these are the subdomains, okay, of these functions, all right? We are being told to evaluate the limit of f of x, okay, as x approaches -4, all right? So what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to consult the conditions, okay? You are supposed to consult the restrictions. You are supposed to consult what? The boundaries. Is that also? You are supposed to consult the subdomains. So if you are saying as x approaches -4, are we supposed to consider this or that? So clearly, x is less than 0. X is less than 0 simply means what? You are approaching what? The negative values from this side, right? You are approaching the negative values. So therefore, the negative 4, okay, when substituted into this function, okay, will make sense. Is that not so good? So as a result of that, we are going to employ the first function. Since negative 4 is within this what? Is within this interval. Negative 4 wouldn't fit into this, right? And negative 4 will also not fit into this because negative 4 is not greater than this 3. Negative 4 is not within 0. It's not between 0 and what? Sorry, negative 4 doesn't start from 0 and less than what? And less than 3. Negative 4 wouldn't fit here, but x is less than 0. Negative 4 fits into this. As a result of that, we are going to employ the first one. So this is how the solution also goes. So we have, so lim, okay, as x approaches negative 4 of f of x is given by, we have this, right, square root of negative 4. So whenever you see x, it goes towards negative 4. So I have square root of the negative, this negative is already there, so this is the negative, right? Then x, whenever I see this x, it goes towards negative 4. So I have my negative 4 for this x. So let me put it into brackets, right? So what do I have? I have negative times negative gives positive. So I have positive 4, and the square root of 4 is what? Is simply 2. So therefore, limit as x approaches negative 4 of f of x is given by 2. So the second question, we have limit of f of x, limit of f of x as x approaches positive 2. Positive 2, would it fit into this, that, and this? So clearly, positive 2 fits into this because positive 2 will fit into this interval. Because this simply means what? We are starting from 0, we go to 1, we end at what? At 2. Remember, it said less than 3, right? So 2 fits into the Bendel function. Is that not so? So as a result of that, we are going to substitute 2 into this. So I have, the function is 3 minus x. So wherever you see x, it goes to 2. So it means 3 minus 2. So therefore we have 1. So therefore, limit as x approaches 2 of f of x equals 1. And the last one, we have limit of f of x, okay, as x approaches positive 4. Okay, so positive 4, does it fit into this? No. Does it fit into this? No, because it said 0 less than or equal to x less than 3. So that means 4 wouldn't make sense, okay? Wouldn't make sense over here. But let's account for this. X is greater than 3, which simply means you are going to start from 4. So therefore, when 4 is being substituted into this equation, okay, it is what? It will be defined, it will make sense. Is that also? So we are going to put 4 into this. Since it obeys what? The voice of what? Of the condition. So I have x minus 3 all squared, right? So whenever you see x, it goes to 4. So I have 4 minus 3 all squared, which is equal to 4 minus 3. You have 1. Then squared, right? Which is equal to what? 1. So therefore, limit of f of x as x approaches 4 equals 1. Viewers, this is simply the end of the tutorials on limits of piecewise functions or limits of piecewise defined functions. See you next time for more interesting topics and updates. Bye.